customers, dear partners. We are happy to see you again for our annual keynote. The past year has transformed nearly every aspect of our world. The pandemic influence has gone beyond our imagination. First of all, our best wishes are therefore addressed to all those who have been impacted by this unprecedented crisis, whether in private or at the professional level. From our side, we took advantage of this particular situation to make some important changes within our company, with the ambition of making ourselves even stronger, more dynamic, and more flexible. Therefore, in addition to having worked for the flawless continuity of our business, we have invested heavily in digitalization tools in order to adapt company to the needs of the future. And we can assure you that we are now ready for any upcoming challenge. Over the last year, we have been able to respond to the crisis by organizing regular online training accessible from every corner of the world, which made it possible to train several thousand partners in 2020 in more than 140 different countries. Innovation has significantly accelerated this year in Studer with the increase of more than 20% of our research and development workforce. This has notably enabled us to once again be present at the forefront of European and international research projects. We have completely restricted our supply flow, our production and distribution units to increase responsiveness and flexibility. The complete digitalization of our factory is allowing us full traceability of our production process and our product distributed throughout the world. We keep on heading towards flawless quality. You will understand that Studer ambitions are not only to be your reliable manufacturer, but also to be your privileged partner, supporting you in all of our business and projects from A to Z. For professionals by professionals, this is our business vision. And now, I'll turn it over to Pablo that will share with you our latest news about the Next Tree.
Hi all! I'm very happy to be here today. We have been working very hard during the last years, and we finally have in our hands a new device that opens a full range of possibilities, applications, and new markets. Today, we would like to present you the future of self-consumption.
Worldwide, the advent of electric vehicles is now a reality. Market shares double each year. At the same time, the costs of photovoltaic panels and batteries have fallen considerably in recent years, while its efficiency boosted up, as well as the new technologies and innovation. The moment has never been more propitious for ecological transition for industries and individuals. 100% autonomy is one of the crucial foundations of the future in energy management. This off-grid model is the key to achieving the goal of autonomous consumption. However, this transition can only take place through flexible and versatile systems that offer the possibility of combining energy from the grid and energy produced in a self-consumption system. The next is the smart inverter charger, tailor-made for residential and industrial smart power management, allowing to achieve the highest possible autarky. Whether you start small or want to evolve in stages, or you prefer to build a complex system suitable for the following 30 years, the Next versatility and ease to install allow you to save money from day one, and we can easily add an electric vehicle in the system. Our unique AC Flex interface offers several strategies. Solar priority for charging the vehicle with 100% solar energy. Peak shaving ensures a controlled consumption from the grid. And the Smart Boost function helps to relieve the grid power by using your solar and battery energy available in priority, especially with quick charges. The electric mobility becomes solar mobility. Furthermore, the Next gives you a head start on the future by making possible simplified community mini-grids. The Power Flow Dispatcher function enables any kind of secured energy exchange between the residential mini-grid participants and even industries. Studer products are your trademark asset for the energy transition.
The energy transition is there. The energy business model is shifting, and with the Next 3, we are ready to play a very active role in this transition. Let me go deeper into some of the concepts that we have seen in the video. Firstly, we would like to present you the best energy solution for residential and industrial applications for the next decades. And this has been developed in the concept One Villa, One Next 3. Whether you are building a new home or renovating your current one, a solar roof is in many cases now even cheaper than a standard roof. Electric heating and cooling, smart home automation, electrical appliances. Electricity is, and will always remain, the heartbeat of our houses. With current prices, building the roof entirely with solar modules makes sense. And you will take advantage of all the potential at your home or industry from day one. In terms of storage, your clients keep the autonomy to decide whether to choose autarky or make the system grow with the energy demand. In any case, we are sure that the sector will be relying on battery-based systems. The Next 3, as the central element of the installation, make it possible to adapt to every client requirement. Solar priority and different energy strategies could be defined. Likewise, the Next 3 will allow to match the grid operator and electrical infrastructure requirements. Peak shaving, phase balancing, load control strategies could be implemented to contribute and service the electrical grid. In addition, the forecast of electrical car usage is very promising and will have a great impact in our day-to-day electric profile. Having the solar pump right at your home or industry is a real benefit. Furthermore, your solar pump being cheaper than any other source of electricity for your electric car is a game changer. With the Next 3, we propose solar mobility. Moving on to residential mini-grids, over the last few years, they have become an important actor in the electrical sector. We have been working with innovative concepts for distributed mini-grids in the off-grid sector, and we want to bring some of the concepts into the grid-tied applications for mini-grids. We are already working on various innovative approaches to simplify mini-grid management and adapt the technology to real-life requirements. With the Next 3 and the future accessories for multi-units, we are going to see simplified residential mini-grids without external communication, district batteries, and hybridization become a reality. Finally, I have spoken about applications, but not yet about the device itself. Well, it's already with us. The prototype phase is over. Beta devices have already been produced and tested, not only in our factory in Sion, but some devices are currently being tested by some of our partners. It is my pleasure to introduce Sam de Prince from Stavco, an historical partner from Studer and beta tester of the Next 3.
Well, thank you, Pablo, for this introduction. Here at Stavco, we felt very privileged to be selected as beta tester for the new Next 3 inverter. Having the experience of installing and programming a lot of units of the previous generation, we sure were curious to see what Next 3 would have to offer us. The first impression we had was the ease of installation. Mounting one unit weighing only 60 kilograms instead of installing 5 different devices weighing around 50 kilograms each, with their own cables to the battery and communication wiring between several units, etc., was a quick and easy task. In fact, the actual mounting of the unit to the wall was the only part where 2 people were needed. The rest of the connections were made in less than an hour of time, where in the past this would have been at least a day of work. There was only a minimal number of connections to be checked before powering up the system. This is a great step forward in working time towards an operative system. Setting up the inverter to meet with the specific tasks at a certain location was also pretty straightforward. The run-through menu, with choices to be made about battery type and capacity, type of grid connection, and defining the exact tasks of the inverter within its contexts, all was very clear. Using the touchscreen and going through the settings for system startup just guided itself. The demand from the field of renewables nowadays is very widely oriented. Either it is off-grid with automated generation of additional power, such as a generator or so, or it is gridless, where the grid is used as little as possible, or it can be fully grid interactive with controlled injection that is combined with peak shaving and load shedding, is set for phase balancing and so on. I think all these situations can be achieved using the Next3 inverter by just choosing different setups. A strong point here is the AC Flex input-output that can be set up to power a kind of upward cascade of consumers that wake up according to the battery state of charge and the solar input. That way you maximize your self-consumption automatically, without having to switch on loads yourself or even be aware of the system status, and still getting the most out of your solar generation, water power or wind or whatever source you locally have at hand. For the basic first testing, we connected a typical standard lead-acid battery to it without communication. But of course also communicative lithium banks as well as more environmentally clean chemistries as nickel iron, etc. will be tested in the coming months. The battery settings are so wide that you can run an Next3 on virtually any type of storage. I see a lot of specific benefits for the Next3 here in Belgium. As you know, we have a very dense grid with a lot of grid-tied injecting installations. And combined with our very variable weather conditions, this creates a lot of grid imbalance. Also, the push towards electromobility combined with the people's desire to close down the old nuclear facilities here in Belgium create a huge challenge. With introducing the grid interactive feature into the system, great possibilities for the decentralized organization of local storage systems are at hand. Whereas in the past, the grid regulation was to be organized outside the system by a centrally coordinated structure, like the classic grid or smaller-scaled energy communities regulating sources and production in function of the grid quality, this type of topology allows to do the same, standing on its own, without any intermediate organizations from the source upwards, leaving only the owner of the system in charge of its behavior towards the grid and deciding on when what to inject. I think the Next3 inverter will be a key element in this change. Since the sources are connected directly to the local storage instead of the grid, the power generation is controlled within the system and that has no direct influence on the public grid, and it can act as an independent energy hub that activates additional consumption first, before excesses are being sent back to the grid for injection. There are still a vast amount of combinations to be explored with this inverter. But here at Stavco, we were very pleased with the first results of the Next3 tests, and we can't wait to share its possibilities with our customers. So back over to you, Pablo.
Thank you, Sam. Your feedback is highly appreciated. We are looking forward to seeing the results of your new projects, and we are sure that we will see a lot of Next3 installed in Belgium. As you can see, the prototype phase is over. And now we are focusing on the production of the pre-commercial and commercial series. The pre-commercial Next3 is expected during this summer, and the commercial series should be coming this autumn. Now we are going to speak about how energy can impact people's lives, and I will hand it over to my colleague Lucien.
Thanks, Pablo. I'm thrilled to be here today. I've recently joined Studer and the time has been very fruitful. For many years, Studer has participated, mostly as an equipment supplier, in many impactful renewable energy projects related to rural electrification, access to energy, and emergency assistance. We would like to go a step further, increase actively our contribution, and that is why we have set up a full initiative to foster sustainable access to energy projects, both for development and humanitarian response.
For the first time in several years, the positive trend in global access to electricity is reversing due to the COVID-19 pandemic. To curb the tendency, quick response from organizations and governments is required. This will contribute as well to stimulate the economy and create new sustainable jobs. If nothing is done, the greenhouse gas emissions will rise again above pre-pandemic level. Entire populations are suffering from the effects of climate change, and conflicts are increasing because of resource scarcity. Lower costs of decentralized renewable energy and improvements in the technologies offer new opportunities. Studer has always provided reliable and sustainable solutions to bring energy in remote areas. The off-grid standalone systems match perfectly for individual households. The hybrid systems can supply larger installations, and solar mini-grids are the best solution for communities and villages. Studer is committed to supporting the implementation of 1,600 solar systems for humanitarian operations by 2030. We support NGOs and international organizations, train implementing partners, and follow up the installation during our exceptional 10-year warranty period. With this approach, more than 50,000 people will gain access to green power, and energy costs will be divided by 4. The economy generated can be redistributed for healthcare or education. We bring the necessary technology, the appropriate support, and the professional expertise that can help organizations with their energy transformation. Our Energy Access team is at your disposal to discuss any ongoing project or interesting ideas. Let's build together the best sustainable approach.
The last 12 months were unprecedented because of the COVID pandemic. Who does not agree? Also, it was a year like no other in terms of extreme weather and climate disasters. 2021 was Africa's warmest January ever recorded. Also in January, Madrid was hit by the heaviest snowfall since 1971, paralyzing the city and creating chaos for days. Already in 2021, the Earth encountered 42 tropical cyclones, creating damages for a total of $316 million and killing 263 people. According to the latest global climate report from the World Meteorological Organization, the global average temperature in 2020 was about 1.2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial level. As you know, the maximum level of 1.5 degrees was set by the scientific community. Mr. Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the United Nations, said early in April, "This must be the year for action, the make it or break it year. We must reduce global greenhouse emissions by 45% in 2030, and we are way off track. So, I think it is clear. We need to act, and we need to act now. Everybody and every organization can do something because the technology exists and has become affordable." Instead of running diesel generators, communities in remote areas can switch to sustainable energy and more affordable sources of electricity with the help of renewable-based mini-grids. It is the same for NGOs and international organizations who already have great plans of decarbonizing their activities and are now calling for the private sector for the implementation of this transformation. People and companies can build solar photovoltaic on their roofs and drive electrical cars in order to consume renewable energy instead of fossil fuel and coal. As much as the COVID-19 pandemic Climate change is the defining crisis of our time. So, let's team up, partners and students, to face it. Let's work together toward the path of decarbonization. When we see a need in your area of action, we will contact you. Also, if you have any ideas in mind, do not hesitate to contact us for any support. In order to support our sustainable access to energy initiatives, as well as the rest of our activities around the globe, we rely on a great network of professional partners. As our partners, you are cornerstones of the company's success, distributing our devices, integrating them in a final solution, and accompanying your clients during the design, implementation, and operation of their energy systems that are lasting for 20, 25, 30 years. As you know, we have always worked building trust and long-term partnerships. We aim to be more than a simple provider to you, but a real partner for growing the business together. Therefore, we continue to work for strengthening our international presence and provide you with further services protecting your business from freight costs, the strength of the Swiss franc, and fluctuations in exchange rates in the currency market, among others. Our first sales hub is fully operational in India, where we got our brand new offices this year. We have registered Studer Corp in the US, and we are working on further hubs to come in other regions. In the meantime, and as you already know, we have deployed a network of Studer representatives that can assist you closer to your markets. This is Studer International.
It smells so good right now.
Hello world.
Hola.
Hello.
Welcome. My name is Victor Penas, and as you can see behind me, I am in Miami. I came here to establish Studer Corp, our new branch in the United States, from where I'll be glad to help you. As all my colleagues around the world, I will be here to help you design systems, give technical trainings, and assist you with any requirements you may need. Of course, in your language.
I am Tuilika Johannes, the sales manager for Studer Innotech in Africa. I am here to assist you grow your brand with our products. This includes assisting you with your commercial offers, with backup support and with technical training.
Me llamo Laín Pérez, soy de San Sebastián, para mí la ciudad más bonita del mundo. Soy el responsable de Studer para América Latina, España y Portugal, y estoy aquí para ayudaros en todo lo relacionado a ventas, soporte técnico y formaciones. Contad conmigo para lo que sea.
My name is Shyam Sundar. I am from Bangalore, India. I am overseeing the business of India, Sri Lanka and Nepal. In this COVID times, we are all forced to work from home. Please pardon me for that. We are under lockdown. At Studer India, we believe in mutual growth. Please do not hesitate to contact us for any assistance, be it application engineering, system design, or component selection, or proposal making.
大家好，我叫周长雷，现在中国青岛问候大家。作为 Studer 亚洲区销售经理，我竭诚为区域内各国经销商和用户们提供各种帮助和支持，包括制定技术和商务解决方案，寻找新的潜在合作伙伴，提供产品技术培训，现场安装调试等。如需要任何协助，请随时联络我。
Soy Daniel Medina desde la capital de Colombia, Bogotá. Soy desarrollador de negocio para Colombia y Sudamérica, siendo un apoyo para la formulación, especificación y desarrollo de proyectos con nuestros equipos, así como para la formación y asistencia técnica para nuestros habituales y especialmente nuevos clientes. Siempre dispuesto a ser parte de la solución con la experiencia y calidad que nos caracteriza, así que no duden en contactarme para brindarles la mejor asistencia posible.
Ja, mein Name ist Michael Wolny. Ich habe mein Vertriebsbüro in der Nähe von Kassel in der Mitte Deutschlands. Ich bin verantwortlich für Studer-Kunden in Deutschland, Österreich, Osteuropa und in den baltischen Ländern. Ich unterstütze sie bei der Realisierung ihrer Projekte, bei der Akquise von Neukunden, bei der Erstellung von Angeboten, bei Schulungen und auch bei der Erstellung von Kommunikationsmitteln und vielem mehr.
Mon nom est Serge Rémy. Je vous parle depuis Sion en Suisse. Je suis le responsable des ventes chez Studer et à votre disposition pour tout soutien commercial ou solution de partenariat. Alors n'hésitez pas à me contacter car nous sommes Studer International.
Thank you, Studio International, for your insights. I'll hand it back to Pablo now. Stay safe and hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Lucien, and thanks to the rest of the team. We are Studer International, and now I can justify my Spanish accent. The new initiatives, especially in difficult times, are possible because we keep developing our business strategy in line with our core business values: quality, innovation, and service. And now I want to focus on innovation. That is what enables us to develop existing and new product ranges, broadening our services and support. This year has been a very important year for us. We are working with technologies that are new for the company, challenging our comfort zone. Our team is growing, not only in number, but also in capabilities. And this has helped us to reposition ourselves at the forefront of the technology innovation. Last year was a very prolific year in terms of the collaboration with research and development institutes, universities, and technical schools. And all the interesting research projects that are currently ongoing will translate into potential new opportunities in the next 5 to 10 years. High-end products are not only about the product itself, but the complete service that is encapsulated with the product. This is why we are focusing on our Studer Professional Services range. Our aim is that we can expand for you the business possibilities, allowing to do business with our high-end products and also with the high-end services that are associated with the product. I'm very proud of presenting you a different kind of collaboration. This is not the same partnership that we have with technical institutions for R&D projects. We have teamed up with Emmanuel Franier, a professor of service design and innovation at the University of Applied Sciences, Western Switzerland. His research is focused on the development of design techniques for the service sector in general, and more specifically applied to the energy and tourism. With him and his team, we are exploring and working on the innovation around the services. Hi, Emmanuel. It's good to see you.
Hi, Pablo. I'm very happy to be here with you.
So tell us, what is service design?
So service design is very close to what you know here, which is about product design. Okay? For instance, it's a product that has been designed by Studer. There are engineers behind, and we're in the service economy today, and when you're selling a product to a client, products that are very complex, you also need to design the customer experience that goes around it. Okay? For instance, you want a product that it's not complicated to use, or you want some advices to use optimally the product.
And this is also possible for industries to use service innovation.
Yeah, that's the paradox. I come from tourism, and in tourism we know that we need to innovate in services, like developing a new gastronomic restaurant, a new fancy hotel. But what's important today, because all our products are connected to the internet, we're talking about Internet of Things, so an industry today, when selling its product, it needs to complement with innovative services in order that the client can use easily this very complex product in an optimal manner.
And how could this impact on Studer activities, more specifically?
Yeah, Studer is a pioneer and a leader in electrical autonomy. And they're concentrating on the products, okay? But when you're talking about electrical economy, for instance, if you want to accompany a refugee camp that are using your products, here it's about service. It's about providing additional services. And that's where we want together to develop innovation. We call that service innovation.
We have already started collaborating. Could you tell us a bit more about the specific activities that we are ongoing?
So last year we signed a memorandum of understanding to develop research collaboration in service innovation. And we had already theses done by students, very interesting. And we are working on a big project is to create a digitalized after-sales services where, for instance, you've got clients in South America and directly through the internet, through a Visio, your engineers can advise that client on how to optimize the use of the product. A second case study that we're very interested in is that how to better accompany refugee camps that are using Studer products.
Thank you, Manuel, for your insights and sharing your ideas with us. We are really excited about this collaboration and the activities that will be coming soon.
Thank you so much to you, Pablo, and we're very happy to be here.
A difficult year with many challenges is ahead of us, but we are ready. Digitalization, technical innovation, service innovation. The next three with the new possibilities and the future of self-consumption. Studer International and the Sustainable Energy Access Platform. As you can see, we keep working hard and we keep pushing to support you growing your business with Studer.
We hope that you have enjoyed the presentation and you are as inspired as we are with the perspective ahead of us. We are looking forward to meeting you in person again. But in the meantime, stay safe.